And Nick O'Donnell, touching on what you mentioned there, Keith, it's quite simple. That you need 40 million euros or you're not getting Matty Boy. I mean, you touched on, Keith, there will come a point where Celtic, it makes sense for them to sell. I mean, what is that point? I mean, you mentioned over £20 million. You look around Europe at some of the obscene transfer fees that are getting floated about every summer. A bit of me thinks Celtic should really play hardball and go, look, 30 million is the starting point here.
Yeah, that's an interesting take, and Brendan Rodgers kind of was hinting at that as well the other day, because he was saying, look, it seems to be because they're playing in Scotland that the offers for these guys are made lowball, because for no other reason than Celtic are a Scottish Premiership outfit. And he said this is a point for the greater game in this country, and I think he's absolutely right. It is about time that we started to get proper money in, because we're clearly selling proper players. You just look at what Lewis Ferguson's doing in Serie A right now, is to see that Scottish football's in a good place. So it is about time that there was an extra quota added on to our sales, because we've been the sort of bargain basement. And Celtic are keen to buck that trend, and they have done that previously. You only need to look at the Kieran Tierney transfer, for example. But you say all that, and then you say, well, £30 million for Matt O'Reilly, interesting. What would Matt O'Reilly's agent say about that? Is he on the wages of a £30 million player right now? I would rather doubt it. So there is a balance that you have to meet. Because you might have a very unhappy Matt O'Reilly if you're saying, look, somebody's just offered 25 million for me and I'm desperate to go. Why are you not letting me go? Well, we're not letting you go because we rate you at 30. We'll pay me what you pay a £30 million player then.
That's a fair point.
I think that might cause a few coughs and splutters in the Celtic boardroom if demands like that were being put upon them. There comes a point where you can't stand in the way any longer. And I think Matt O'Reilly's been perfectly reasonable about it. He could be throwing the rattle out the pram because 15 million's been turned down, but he's not doing that. I think that he's being realistic. So there's an onus on Celtic to be realistic about that as well. I think if someone bids 25 million for Matt O'Reilly, and I'm talking pounds, not euros, then I think at that point people need to have a serious conversation.
Aye.